Ladies and guys who hate getting flaked on, Andy here, author of the best Tinder guide on the internet, and the reason your parents got divorced. This is the Kill You're in a Loser show. Let's fucking go. I'm going to talk about backup plans for dates. And this is something that I have always done, but I don't think I've ever sat down and actually done a video or a podcast about it. So I was recently sort of prompted to do this by a guy that's in my group coaching program, right? And he made this post, and I'm going to sort of read out what he wrote here because it's absolutely fucking brilliant and exactly what I want you guys to be doing if you're dating casually and a girl, if you're out there exploring your sexual options, dating, all that good shit, and a girl flakes on you. So he says, he's basically talking about how he doesn't really care if he gets flaked on, and he says, I'm looking at it like this. I have a business I'm trying to build. I'm going to the gym. I have some chores and stuff I'm behind on. I am trying to message and match with and sleep with and date more girls. And on top of that, Andy has given me at least 10 articles, like 3 podcasts and a couple of books to read. Yeah, I've given this guy a bunch of homework. Honestly, if a girl flakes on me, that just saves me time that I would have wasted on a girl who wasn't really that interested. Time that I can use to tackle this huge amount of homework or reread an article or a book or read any of the books that Andy's terrible grammar there, my friend, but he's or read any of the books that Andy has suggested, or read any article from his site that he hasn't recommended to me yet. Time is the only thing that we can't get back. I think being grateful for the time that a shitty girl saves you will help. I fucking love what he's put there. So the first step to not being that bothered by flakes is having a backup plan. So, if this girl flakes on me, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to hang out with my friends. I'm going to go watch a movie. I'm just going to get an early night's sleep. I'm going to listen to some podcasts. I'm going to catch up on a book. I'm going to go to the gym and put in an extra session. I'm going to, cook something. Whatever the fuck it is, come up with a backup plan. The next stage, like the really fucking high IQ stage, is to be grateful. Like, I know that sounds weird, but be grateful for a flake. Because when a girl flakes on you, what she's showing you is, I'm unreliable. I don't see you as enough of a priority that I will actually show up to a date. Like, I don't really care. I'm not really that serious. It's way better to figure that out or to learn that off the bat, like immediately before you've even met her, than it is, or hopefully in the early stages, than it is like 6 months later, she keeps flaking on you and you're like, this fucking sucks. So being grateful for this shit and having a backup plan, absolutely what you guys need to do. Because really what we're talking about here, when I say have a backup plan, what I'm saying is your life needs to come first. Your life, your mission, your goals, your purpose, whatever you want to call it, make that the center of your universe or the center of your world. Make that the highest fucking priority. And girls are your goal. So there's a very big difference between a mission and a goal, or a purpose and a goal. Your purpose or your mission is to, it's up to you to figure out what that is. I've done plenty of podcasts on how you can figure out your meaning of life, your purpose of life. But essentially, if you don't know what your meaning of life is or why you're here or what you're working towards, just use one of mine. I want to make the world a better place. I want to make myself a better man. I want to grow. I want to learn as much as I possibly can. Any of those are brilliant fucking missions and your purpose for life. And then women are a goal or a subsection, a sub-part of that mission. Women are not the mission in itself. Your reason for existing isn't to have sex with a lot of girls. That's a really nice, fun, amazing goal. It's part of it. It will help you become a better man. It will help you contribute more to the world, all of that stuff. I've talked about this in the past, but it's not your goal. It won't make your life magically fucking perfect and, you find enlightenment and you're living on cloud 9 and everything is fucking wonderful because you got laid a lot. It doesn't really work like that. It's the same as if you go to the gym and gain 50 pounds of muscle and you're a giant bodybuilder, your life isn't fucking magically perfect, is it? It's better, for sure, but that's not your purpose for existing. That's not your fucking mission. So, and this isn't a radical concept that I've just invented. Like the red pill people talk about this all the fucking time. Make sure that women are a goal, but you need to be the center of your life. Any dating coach who's worth their salt will tell you, you have to be a whole person, you have to be independent, you have to have your own, life going on before you think about, bringing someone else into your life. Now, if you're dating casually, you don't have to fully have your shit together. That's more for a serious relationship. I'd tell you to have your shit together, a lot more than a casual dating sense. But the point here that every dating coach, that every fucking red pill person, that everyone, every philosopher, everyone who knows what they're talking about, every counselor, all of these people, myself included, will tell you, you want to have your own life going on. You want to have your own purpose. You want to have a reason that you get up in the morning that isn't just, I'm going to fuck a lot of girls. Obviously, fucking a lot of girls feels fucking wonderful. It's a lot of fun. Of course it is. But you have to have stuff outside of that. That can't be your entire reason for existing, because if it is, first of all, what are you going to do if a girl flakes on you? Or what are you going to do if a bunch of girls reject you? You're going to feel despondent. You're going to get depressed. You're going to be like, well, this is my meaning of life because I've put all my eggs in one basket and said, this is the only reason I get up in the morning. This is the only thing that fucking matters to me. And it's not going that well right now. What the fuck am I supposed to do with my life? So you want to have things going on outside of that, whether that's gym, friendships, eventually making money. And now you can put the money-making stuff on hold if you decide to go for girls first. Of course, I'm not saying work on 10 goals at once, but you basically want to have an overarching mission or a purpose that you're working on. I want to become the best man I can be. That's a brilliant fucking mission. That's a reason to get up in the morning, and girls will be a part of that. Or I want to make the world a better place. Brilliant fucking mission. I want to lift up myself and everyone else around me and inspire everyone else around me by the achievements that I'm able to, achieve. Brilliant. Great fucking mission. I want to try as many different things as I can, learn as many different things as I can, fill my head with as much knowledge as I possibly can, explore the world. That's a fucking great mission. Another mission that one of the guys in my group coaching program has is, and maybe he would phrase it a little differently than this, but when I look at him, I would say his purpose is, or the thing that drives him, his mission is, I want to have as many experiences as I possibly can. I want to be as open-minded as I can, try as many different things. I want to see the world. My fucking moderator on my forums, Radical, a lot of you know Radical. His mission would be something like, I want to see as many places and meet as many people as I possibly can before I die. Brilliant fucking mission. And tied into that will be, I want to get laid a lot. I want to experience women a lot. I want to feel like my sex life is handled so I don't have to sit there wondering, can I ever have sex? Am I a loser? Brilliant. So have an overarching mission, and that will help you. Automatically you'll have backups for if a girl flakes on you. Because if you have an overarching mission, if you have other things you're working on, if you have other things you care about, when a girl flakes on you, you're like, oh, that's fine. I'll just go work on my mission. Obviously, it's frustrating. I'm not going to say that, just don't care if a girl flakes on you, although that is a point you eventually want to get to. Of course, you want to be able to let go of that frustration and not care if a girl flakes on you. But I'm going to be the first person to say, even now, if a girl flakes on me, there's a 10-minute period where I'm like, for fuck's sakes, why is she doing that? Okay, maybe it's not 10 minutes. It's like 3 minutes where I'm like, fuck's sakes. I wanted to see her. I was excited. This sucks. I'm disappointed. And then I go, what am I going to do instead? Okay, I'm going to go read a fucking podcast. I'm going to record a video like this. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to hang out with my girlfriend Imogen. I'm going to go sit on the beach and watch the ocean and meditate. I'm going to text one of my fucking friends and see if they want to hang out. I'm going to go to bed early. That was a backup option that I used to use all the fucking time back in the day. When I was really hardcore working on my sex life, I wasn't getting much sleep. I had this job where I'd have to get up at 4 in the fucking morning. Fuck, man, I'm so glad I don't work that job anymore. No, I had to get up at 3:30 because I had to start at 4 a.m. And so I wasn't getting much sleep, especially if I'm seeing a girl and we hang out till 11 p.m. or some shit. It's man, I was a fucking train wreck. So if a girl ever flaked on me, I'd be like, oh my God, thank God I get to go to bed. I'm just going to be a fucking boomer and I'm going to go to bed at 7:30 p.m. and I'm just going to fucking fall asleep and be like, heaven. So having a mission that you're working on, having a purpose, having something you care about. And again, if you don't know what your purpose is or you don't know what you want from life, just use one of the ones that I've just made up right now. Use that temporarily until you figure out what your mission is. It might take you 5-10 years to figure out what your mission is, but pretty good ones are, I'm going to make the world a better place. I'm going to build myself up as much as I can. I'm going to learn as much as I can. I'm going to have as many experiences as I can. Any of these things, as long as they're based on growing, growth, a growth mindset, being better, or love, giving back to the world, experiencing people, helping other people, mentoring, as long as they're based on one of those positive things, rather than I'm trying to think of a bad mission or a destructive mission. A destructive mission might be, I'm going to gain as much power as I possibly can so I can control as many people as I can. So basically every fucking politician ever. That's a terrible fucking mission. Every government ever. That's a terrible fucking mission, right? Very few people get into politics to make the world a better place or to help their constituents. No, it's usually like power, control, something like that. So that would be an example of a terrible mission. But as long as your mission is something positive, it doesn't have to be set in stone. You'll probably adapt it over time, but just have some purpose for getting up in the morning, something that you care about outside of just getting laid. Because getting laid is a wonderful goal in itself, but it is just a goal. It's not your entire driving force behind everything you do and every fucking, like, for the rest of your life. It won't carry you through for the rest of your life, right? It's a wonderful fucking thing to be working on. It feels really fucking good getting laid. I'll be the first person to tell you that. I've obviously built a business on getting laid. I've built a coaching business on getting laid. This YouTube is on getting laid for the most part. But you want to have something outside of that so that, again, if a girl flakes, you have a backup option. So I'll wrap up there, guys. Have a backup option. Really fucking proud of this guy for figuring that out really early on. Like, I have to have other things I'm working on. And quite a few, there was another guy in my group coaching program who basically said the same shit. He was a guy who used to put all his eggs in one basket in terms of women. Like, he would just get fucking depressed and fall apart and all that kind of shit. Like, if a girl flaked on him and if a girl broke up with him, fuck, he was a mess for weeks. And he came to this epiphany kind of on his own. I don't really think like I gave it to him. Where he just realized, like, shit, I have all this other stuff that gives me joy, like going to the gym, especially for him, losing weight. He's lost like fuck knows how much at this point, like 30 pounds or something. He was like, I really care about this shit. This shit feels good. Like, even hanging out with my boys and stuff, like, that makes me feel good. I don't think women have to be the only thing I care about. Like, I think if a girl flakes on me, or if I don't see a girl or she breaks up, I think I'm going to be okay. Like, I think I have other stuff I care about. And it's like, fucking brilliant. That's the position you want to be in. The same goes for women, by the way. Women, please don't fucking put all your eggs in one basket and tie yourself to your man and say, he's my reason for existing. He's my happiness. He's my only source of happiness. If we ever have a fight, I'm going to fall apart. No, please don't do that. Have stuff outside. That's why I push my girlfriend Imogen like fucking crazy. We even had a conversation about it yesterday, about her building her own business, which is something she's going to do over we've decided next year is going to be, she's going to help me or continue to help me build my coaching business and stuff. Because for those of you who don't know, she does a hell of a lot of shit behind the scenes. And then 2023, she's going to sit down, go fucking crazy with her stuff. She's going to probably pursue her art business. She's got a YouTube channel that she wants to start, which will be mostly like sex tips and, sex toy reviews and stuff on mental health and learning to love yourself and all that kind of cute stuff. And so she's going to pursue that. Even right now, she's got like fucking 10 friends that I've never met, or I've met like one of them once. She has an entire life outside of me. She goes to volleyball. She goes to cheerleading. She goes rock climbing and adventuring. She goes to yoga every fucking morning. Half the time when she goes to the gym, it's at a different time to me. We don't go to the gym together. Like, she has an entire life outside of me. And that's the way it's got to be. I have an entire life outside of her. That's the way it has to be. You have to have your own shit. She has to have her own shit, and then you bring it together. That also applies, like I'm saying, for casual relationships. It's even more important for a serious relationship, but no matter what it is, you got to have your own shit going on. Women, you got to have your own shit going on. You have to be a whole, complete person. It's a cliche, but you have to be a whole, complete person before you come together. You cannot expect the other person to complete you. That's some Hollywood, Disney fucking trash. They say that because it makes you feel good. Oh my God, they're in love and they complete each other. That's so beautiful. It's like, do you know what's even more beautiful? Two fucking complete people coming together and now they're even greater than the sum of their parts. That's fucking wonderful. Not two half fucking humans who have to shove themselves together so that they can just even function. The fuck is wrong with you? So I will leave it there. Have a backup option. Have a mission that you're working on. Yes, flakes will be frustrating. I get that. Over time, you'll care a lot less, and you will care a lot less if you have something else to do. If you know, I can just go for a walk, or I can hang out with my boys, or I can read that book I've been wanting to catch up on, you're not going to sit there going like, fuck, my night is ruined. And that's essentially what I'm trying to get to. If a girl flakes on you, your night isn't ruined. Your night isn't over. Like, make it a good night. It will take conscious effort. It will take effort to save that night or to bring it back and say, no, how can I have a good fucking night? Like, I refuse to Phrase it like this in your head. I refuse to let this be a bad night. Yes, she flaked on me. I'm going to turn that into a positive. I can be grateful for the fact that I've figured out she's a flaker and I've saved myself future, hassle. I get to do whatever I want to do tonight. The night is now mine, or the afternoon or whatever is now mine. I'm going to make it a good fucking night. So go out there, guys. Have backup options. Work on a mission. And as always, what am I going to say? You know what I'm going to say. Crush your fucking goals. Crush those goals. Oh, and happy fucking Christmas too. I think this will come out before Christmas, but I'm just going to keep wearing these Santa hats until Christmas. And if you don't believe in Christmas, then happy being a cynical cunt day. That was very harsh of me.